Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah, I'm good. All right. First, I want to thank God. I've been sick all week. First, it started off with my stomach, letting all that out, and now I have a cold. So, y'all pray for me. But I do thank God that I'm here. On Wednesday, I was feeling horrible. I was like, I'm not sitting at home. I refuse to sit at home and miss church. I don't like doing that. So, we're going to talk about the root of rage. And if you can, take notes. Because this is something for, everybody. I wish that everybody was here. But they ain't. So we're going to talk about anger, of course. We all know anger is a common emotion. Anybody can be angry. It's any age group. Anybody can experience anger. It does not matter who it is. Everybody has been angry before. Mari's been angry. Stelani's been angry. Don't matter how old you are. Everybody has experienced anger.
Sneak this.
So as we know, the Bible says, be kind to one another and also forgive others as Jesus forgives you.
Amen.
And we know there's an awesome power in forgiveness. You have to forgive people. So I asked today, please do not raise your hand, but I asked today, who's angry? And who are you angry at? What did they do in your life? What did they say? And what did they do? Like, just ask yourself, what did they do? What did that person do to you are angry at that person? And it gets to you, like, you're so angry, you don't want to see them, you don't want to speak to them, you try your best to avoid that person, and you think avoiding that person will stop the anger from you, but it's not, because deep down inside, that anger is still there. Because once, like, say I'm angry at Hadassah, I'm avoiding her, I don't see her, next couple of months, whatever, it's right there. That anger is still going to be there. You cannot get rid of anger by replacing it with something else. You have to nip it in the bud. You have to handle that anger and kill it before it becomes to rage and before you sin. Because, of course, we know, be angry, but sin not. Some of us are angry and we know we got the issue, some of us don't care. Some of us is trying to fix it. But you have some of us that are angry and don't know. Come on. And when I was talking about how you avoid the person and you think it's straight, I was talking about myself. When Miss Alani said the topic is anger, I honestly did not want to speak about it. I was like, that's so, like, common sense. Don't be angry. Be angry, say not. That's it. Like, I'm going to just say that and sit down. Like, but, of course, there's more to it. And I honestly was thinking one day, and I was like, I'm getting better. Self-evaluation. I'm getting better. I'm doing, changing my attitude and this and that. And I thought about somebody specific, and I was like, I haven't forgave that person. I thought I did. This whole time I thought I did. But when I see that person, it's not 100% positive. So that means that I have not forgave that person, which means I am still angry at that person. Take it from me, anger is poison. Amen. The longer you keep it inside of you, it's going to eat at you. You're going to stay angry, and you cannot avoid the consequences of anger. Come on, say that. The root cause of a spirit of anger is tension from past hurts and guilt. But you have to get free from that and get the devil off of you. Like, I know me personally, I can't hate nobody, but I hate the devil. I really do. Like, that's somebody, like I told you the other day, that's one I wish was right here so I could fight you right now. Like, I hate him so much. Like, when he get in people's lives, we good. We, everybody's happy right now. House of Mercy, we doing good. And all of a sudden, somebody's car break down. After that, somebody's sick. And after that, is somebody else sick. And it's back to back. And it's just like, I cannot deal with him. But like when it comes to anger, you have to remember, I don't know if y'all remember my last speech, reconciliation. That is key. You have to nip the problem in the bud. Whatever problem you have with somebody, you have to settle that with that person. And you have to, like, of course, you know, if y'all remember, I said when it comes to reconciliation, when you talk about that, talk to that person, that's it. There's no, I'm going to tell such and such what happened, and I'm going to tell, oh yeah, we had a talk or whatever. And of course, you know, we all have those, those problems because, you know, we're family and we're friends and stuff, but, you know, you have to be careful who you talk to. You have to be careful because there are some people that will sit there and talk to you to be nosy. There are some people that will talk to you to actually be there as a friend and give you advice, spiritual advice. I wanted to talk about how to truly forgive somebody. When you want to forgive somebody, it's not easy. You can't just say, okay, I forgive you, and that's it. Because honestly, I know for me, I forgive you, but on the inside, I really don't forgive you. Like, it's so simple to say it, but it's not that simple to do it. You have to actually truly forgive that person. And you're going to go through things before you truly forgive that person. The first one, you want to forgive someone. You acknowledge that. The second one, you want to forgive that person, but you keep rehearsing it. When I say rehearsing, you keep talking about it. You keep saying, oh yeah, Keontae such and such did this to me and this and that. Then you go tell somebody else. And then you go tell somebody else. That shows that you have not forgave that person. You still hold on to it. It could be months or years later and you still talking about it. That means you have not forgave that person, and that's blocking you from forgiving that person. And you don't forgive that person, that's blocking you from your blessings. Also, the third one, we have pride. That's no comment needed. We all know what pride is. Pride gets in the way of everything. Number 4 is fear. You fear about what the outcome may be. I'm going to feel weak if I forgive that person. I'm going to look like a sucker. And that's one thing I deal with. I don't want to look like a softie because I forgave you and now everybody knows, yeah, she not one of them bad about it. We don't worry about that in here because we don't care about that. We have to forgive that person. Don't worry about what everybody else have to say. Also, you try to think that, of course, the devil gets in your head because some of the things that you think is not going to happen. That's not what that person's thinking. I could think, I don't want to talk to Mike about the situation because I'm going to think he's not going to understand. But I don't know if he's going to understand or not. That's why you have to actually pursue it to do it. Amen. So you can see. Also, you're going to get negative advice. But like I said, all friendly advice is not godly advice. Come on. So you have to remember that when you're going through this, these stages of forgiving somebody, keep most of the people out your business. That's the main thing. Keep people out your business. And also, the last one is partial forgiveness. I could pick and choose what I'm going to forgive you for. I forgive you for doing what you did, but I'm not going to forgive you for that other thing. You have to forgive that person. That's like God saying, I forgive you for stealing those shoes the other day, but I'm not going to forgive you for slapping your sister. I'm not going to forgive you for this and that. God doesn't pick and choose what he forgives you for, so you cannot do that with somebody else.
Come on, you better put it in perspective.
It is more than just saying, God, please help me forgive that person and not be angry. And, you know, praying about it, it's not just that. You can simply pray about something, and after you pray, in your mind, you still say you don't forgive that person. So you actually have to do the work to forgive that person. You have to actually truly forgive that person and let the anger go. Mike, can you read Matthew chapter 6, 12 through 15, and read the King James? Mm-hmm.
12 through 15? Mm-hmm. Does everybody have it? Say amen. Oh, let's go. And it reads, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. For, is that it? Or keep going?
15.
15, yeah, that's what I thought. For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses.
And that is very, I would say, a powerful passage because it's true. If you do not forgive, if I don't forgive Shakima, that probably prevent me from going to heaven because I'm still holding on to it. You have to forgive everybody, no matter what they did to you, no matter how hard it was. Somebody could have stole my car. I don't care how big it is, the situation, you still have to forgive that person, no matter what you went through. I know a lot of people went through things in here, but you have to forgive those people because if you don't, that's going to hinder you from making it in. And of course, that's our goal, is to make it in heaven.
Amen.
So we have to do the things that God asks us to do, which is forgive others as I forgive you. But one more thing before I go, kind of real big on this. When it comes to marriage, friendship, family, whatever, do not go to bed angry. Do not move on the next day or a couple weeks, whatever, still angry. Nip it in the bud right there. If you mad at somebody, like reconciliation, if you mad at somebody, just say it. Don't hold it in. Don't hold that grudge. And the person, like Jay said, the person probably don't even know. And you know, but how's that going to solve anything? You have to nip it in the bud. And like I said before in my other speech, you don't know when that person is going to die. You don't know when you're going to die. I know that sounds harsh, but you don't know when you're going to go. So you have to make sure you leave this earth in a positive way. I forgave everybody. Nobody has a problem with me. I love everybody. Remember, like, people should remember you as she was loving, he was loving. He forgave everybody, you know, this and that, like, positive.
Amen.
Not, oh, she did have a problem with that person. Like, nothing negative. You have to make sure you leave this earth in a positive way. And treat others like Jesus treats you.
Amen.
Amen.